Let's move to the next topic now. Now the next topic is NER, which stands for. Can you tell me what is full form NER? I've told you yesterday in the PPT.
Named
Named
entity recognition.
So what it gives? What is the output for this? Means what is the main purpose of name entity recognition? Okay, so basically name entity recognition, what it tries to tell is that it tries to group the word. For example, India is what? Is a location, right? Is a geographical location? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bangladesh is what geographical location? So suppose you have a use case. Okay, suppose you have a use case and you have built a product. Okay, and that product has a log. Now in that you want to, and that log, in that log everything is stored. Okay. Now suppose your task is to get all the geographical location for me so that I can understand that who all are using my particular app. Okay. So basically what you can do is with the help of NER, you can extract the geographical location. So all the geographical location that is present in the list or in the particular text will be given to you. For example, if I apply geographical location that I only want the geographical location from here. So India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, Bhutan, China. So you will get a list of all the geographical location. So by this, you will understand, okay, from all this country or all these locations, my app is getting a hit, or they are accessing my app from all these locations. Now it's clear to everyone what do you mean by NER.
Yes.
Okay, so we have for countries, we have for people also. We have, for example, if the famous people like Barack Obama or something like Manmohan Singh, Barack Obama, Narendra Modi, and stuff like that. For them, it will try to classify. Okay, these are the people. Okay, so and it will try to identify the places also. For example, Taj Mahal and Ambedkar Park and stuff like that. So it will try to identify. Okay, these things are the places here. So Taj Mahal is not a is nothing but a place. Okay, so stuff like that. Okay, so let's try to see this is an example. You will understand much better. Okay, so NER stands for name entity recognition. Okay, let's see the example. So the first thing, again, the first thing you have to do is you have to download something. Okay, so nltk dot download. We have something called as max net any chunker. Okay, so I think the spelling is wrong. MAXENT underscore chunker. Yeah. So I just copy this and I will paste in the chat box. So first thing you have to download is MaxNet Any Chunker. Okay, this is nothing but this is a, you can say, a deep learning model. You can say where each word is gone. It's uh, one second. Okay. So each word is sent through this particular model, and the word, if the word, it try to classify the word. Okay, if it's a name of a country, then it will give as GP. Okay, GP stands for geographical location. If it's a name of a person, it will try to give person. If a name of a place, it will try to give place. Okay, so that's why we have to download this. After downloading this, so what the first what you have to do is you have to tokenize. Second is you have to do POS tag, and then only you can use NER. Okay, this is the important thing here. Okay, you cannot directly use chunker here. Okay, you have to follow this step. First you have to tokenize, then you have to use POS, then only you can use NER. So this is the pipeline that you have to follow. Okay? You can't skip this pipeline. So let's try to see this now. So suppose I have a data. So data is with me. Let's see. Yeah, data is with me. So word equal to NLTK dot word tokenize. Inside this, what I will do is I will do data dot lower. Then what I will do, I will do POS tag for everything. So POS tag is equal to NLTK dot POS tag, and I will pass the word. Okay, after doing this, what I will do, name entity equal to NLTK. Now to do a name entity, what we have to do is we have to call a function called as any chunk. Okay, and this we will give POS tag. Okay, so I will remove this space, I will remove this underscore. Okay, and then what I have to do is I will just call this. Okay, so I've got this particular thing. Okay, but the problem is that you should get the answer also, but I'm not getting that. So let's see. So what tokens I have done? Data lower is correct. Then I have to do the POS tag. Then I have to do name entity, that is okay. POS. So anyone getting the answer? Yes or no?
Awesome.
Okay, same with me also. Now I'm getting the answer.
Showing an error.
Showing an error. You see. So everyone just look on my screen. So when you see, so see India is nothing but GPE. That is about geographical location. Okay, same goes with organization. So Republic is nothing but organization is trying to say. India is GPE. So let's see South is GPE. Let's see Myanmar and stuff. Myanmar, China, Nepal. See Arabian. So it is trying to give as a person. Arabian Sea, Arabian it is trying to give me a person here, which is wrong. Bay is giving me organization, which is wrong. Bengali GP, okay, this can be correct. Then Pakistan is GP, okay, China is GP. Nepal, basically Nepal is GP, but it's trying to give me person, okay. So Bangladesh is giving try to give me organization. Myanmar is giving try to give me person, okay. So basically, NER tries to classify everything for us in short, okay. But the problem is, as I said, the analytical library is not a production level library. So everything what you will get will not be perfectly fine. Okay. That's why for all the for the stemming, lemmatization, and for NER we have different libraries which is much better than LLTK. But the basic idea is clear to everyone. That what do you mean by NER?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what I was saying is for everyone it will not work because this will throw an error. Okay. So you have to do this. You have to do LLTK download words. Okay, and this is the answer that you will get. So name entity recognition is clear to everyone that what are the use cases for this? So can anyone tell me more use cases of this which they can try or they can get application with of NER? Anyone can think of the application? Okay, I will tell you one of the application that you can try. So suppose you are in a company, okay, and I've given you a task that you have a very large you have very large documentation, and from documentation you have to extract all the names or all the persons that are mentioned in the particular documentation. So if a person says, so what you have to do, he has to read all the documentation, then you have to extract the word. Okay. So simply what he can do is he can use NER and he can extract directly the person tag, and all the person tag will be extracted. And you can tell that okay, in this particular documentation, these particular persons were mentioned. So this is one of the use cases. Now can you think of the use cases on your own?
I don't know, it is a wild guess, but when we are uploading a particular resume on a website,
Mhm.
it tries to fetch all the information and it autofills the name, the city, or something.
Exactly. Yes, yes. So that can be one of the use cases. So basically, it tries to get a location, the person name, and everything, and try to fill that particular thing in form of a web page. So yes,
Yeah,
that
it
can be
reads
one of the
the
use cases.
resume. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. So the main thing I want to tell you that everything is not all the use cases is not only related to machine learning algorithms. Okay. See, if you know this, you can create a number of applications with the help of this. What I have taught you with the help of preprocessing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Like resume one, like what I have said you before also. So for example, let's see one site. Okay, so there is something called as word counter. I think the site is correct. Okay. This is simple, nothing much fancy. Everything is simple. But what they are doing is what we have learned just now in the 2 days class. What we have learned, they are doing the same thing. For example, if I type hello world, how many words are there? Two words. So if you do word tokenization, what is the number of lists that you will get in this hello world?
Two.
Two,
Two.
right? So easy. Words, two. Characters, you just do split, you will get a character. Sentence, if you do sentence tokenization, you will get sentences. Okay. This is a simple technique that they are using just to, and they have built this particular small application. Okay. So based on the preparation technique, what you have learned, you can create a number of applications. This is one of the famous example that I can show to you. Nothing. This is nothing. Just a small thing they have done, but a useful one. Yes or no?
This can be regex also, right?
Sorry, this can be
Using. I
regex
mean,
in the
this
sense.
can be using regex also, right? What they are doing.
Yes, yes, it can be used anywhere. So that's why I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying that everything is not related in NLP. Everything is not related to only to the machine learning algorithm that you take and give to ML. Then only the use case can be built. No, this type of use case can you can also build with help of just a preprocessing technique. What I'm trying to say is. So it's clear to everyone that what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so
Afsan, what's the object type of named entity? I mean, in the worksheet, in the notebook.
object type.
I mean, what type of object it is? Just wondering.
Okay, so you're talking about
Yeah, named entity.
name this. This is
Yeah.
this is not the object.
So what is
See,
this?
see NLTK dot any chunk. This is a function. Any chunk is a function I'm calling, and the answer I'm saving is the name entity. This is not
Right.
object.
So what is it? It's string. It's list. It's dictionary.
Okay,
It's,
okay, you're trying to say, let's say like that.
yeah.
So just type, no? You will get NLTK dot tree dot
It's
tree.
a tree. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tree. So I think you can plot a tree also. Let's try to, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not wrong, let's see. I don't know whether it will work or not. Let's see. Okay, it worked for me. For you, I don't know it will work or not. So you will get a tree-like structure also. So in a graphical way also you can get. So India is nothing but GP. Then organization is nothing but Republic is nothing but organization. India is nothing but GP and stuff like that. So are you getting these things? I'm not sure I will get or
Could
not.
you please show again how to bring this up?
Uh, name entity, the variable that you have taken dot draw. And let me know if it's coming or not.
So Afsan, this can also be used to determine what an article is all about.
Yes, yes, yes. You can do.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, so that you can build a number of applications with this.
Okay.
With
It is
just
not.
sorry,
It was not showing. It was not showing. It was
this
showing
draw,
the section, the
this
complete
draw.
data,
Okay, so this
but it
draw
was
is
not.
not working. Basically, you're saying.
No.
Okay, okay. So I have to look at what I have done, especially for this.
I am getting that.
Okay, you're getting.
Yes.
Okay.
But I am getting like I'm not getting the GEP and all.
Mm-hmm.
Name entity also. I'm getting NN. As noun only, like India and all is being written.
Just beside the words, we are getting that NNPB and everything.
Okay, 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 okay. Close this, close this. Let's see. So name and
Afsan, lower need to remove.
yeah, you have to do lower. Yes. So Sumita, just remove the lower thing. Okay. The on the cell 83 or 85, I don't know, on the top where you have, yeah. So you have put data dot lower, right? So remove that lower thing. Yeah. So lower doesn't work here. Remove this, then you will get the answer. No, remove the bracket also. Yes. Oh no, put the bracket. Now dot draw. Now you're getting?
Yes, it is showing now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So frequency count is nothing but a function that they have given. So the use of this function is to count the frequency of the word. Okay. So for example, let's see. So first thing you have to do is you have to import the library. So from NLTK import frequency distribution. Okay. And then you can do frequency distribution. And inside this, just pass NLTK dot word tokenize and just pass the data here. Okay. And just do, let's print the, let's see what is the answer. Okay, so it will give the frequency of the occurrence of the word. Okay, so for example, the is occurred for the 17 times, comma occurred for 10 times, and occurred for 8 times, dot occurred for 4 times, India in a particular sentence, that is data, occurred for 3 times, and stuff like this. Okay, so this is nothing but a frequency counter. So if you see this, so let me show you one thing. So if I copy this and paste in one counter, okay, and if I remove this, so this is what they are trying to show. You can see keyword density everyone. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so in keyword density, you can see India is repeated how much time? 3 times. Country is repeated how much time? 3 times. So in the same way, I'm just trying to show in this also. So if I scroll down, India is repeated how many times? 3 times. Country is repeated how many times? 3 times. Okay. So they are using the basic this for particular. They are behind the scene. They are using just this basically this particular function, and they are trying to show just in the graphical way. That's it. So what they are doing, they are just taking the count of all this 17 plus 10 and stuff like that. So 3 upon that particular thing will give you the percentage, right? So that's the only fancy thing that they are doing. They are trying to show the percentage there. That's it. Okay. Nothing fancy they are using. Everything is basic here now. Okay. So this is what they are trying to do. They are using frequency counter to display the keyword density also. Okay. So this is the use of keyword density. Okay. So you can search for particular keyword also. For example, if I search for int, then how many times int is repeated? So just do freq in the bracket, just type in and you will get the count 3 as 3. If I do India, the count is 3. This part is clear to everyone. Frequency count is clear to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, and one more thing what you can do is you can do a plot also. So to do a plot, you have to do just freq.plot. That's it. Okay, so when you do fr, so it will give the plot. Okay. So the is repeated how many times? It is repeated 17 times. So here is the plot. Then and is repeated how many times? So it is around 40 to 50 times. So this is a plot that also you can show here. So these two frequency counter, the normal count and the plot is clear to everyone. Are they are getting the answers in the Jupyter notebook?
Yes.